Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we're talking dry suits and we're having a look at the Kokatat Odyssey. This is an awesome touring suit designed by Kokatat. It replaced the previous version. I think it was called the Expedition, but the Odyssey's been out now for a couple years. So let's go over some of the functionality of what we're gonna find in this dry suit and why it might be suitable for you. So Kokatat's been a leader in dry suit manufacturing for as long as I've been around, that's for sure. They've started using a 3-ply Gore-Tex or the Gore-Tex Pro material, which is a proprietary material designed by Kokatat. They were a big part in utilizing this. So this is going to be a much different material than what you're going to find on your standard kind of raincoat. Really heavy duty, definitely has some weight to it, but once it's on and suited up, it works really well. Helps, you know, keep that warmth inside of you, sheds water like crazy, and essentially they're completely waterproof. So the Odyssey itself is based off the best-selling dry suit from Kokatat, which is the Meridian, which is a classic design with that front entrance, so a zipper that goes all the way across the chest, starts up here, goes down to about your hip, and you would just pull it on like a pair of pants and then pull it over like a hood and then zip it up. Benefits of the front entry, well, it's pretty easy to get on by yourself as opposed to a suit like with an like the Icon that has that rear entry. They can be a little awkward to try and zip up or unzip on your own. So let's start up at the top here. So the Odyssey, being a touring suit, has a hood. Now the hood, what I like about this one, it is fully removable. So it just kind of buttons in place. It's got this little gutter in here. So, you know, to hide the zippers or prevent any wind from kind of blasting up inside where these buttons are. But the hood itself, easy to pop off, and this is not in that really heavy duty Gore-Tex. This is going to be in more of what's like called a pack light. But the beauty is you can just roll it up really small, tuck it into one of the pockets on the suit, and it's going to be there when you need it. Some other neat features on the hood. Well, it doesn't have necessarily an open face. It's got this little shield. Let's get it the right way here. Got a little face shield here, again, to kind of help trap that warmth in there. Some breathability on it. But it can also, you know, you can open it up, tuck it under your chin for full access. Got some pull tabs on here to tighten the fit down. Has a bit of a firm beak on here, so it's you know, to kind of keep it beaked out and keep the sun out of your eyes if you need that. And then also we have the adjustment on the back of the hood. Full reflective detail on there, which I think is really important for a touring suit. If you're going to be paddling in busier waterways, you have that reflection. That this stuff, I mean, you shine a light on this in the dark and it pops like crazy. Anyway, that's the hood. Moving further down, this touring suit does utilize a full neck gasket. So this guy here, latex neck gasket, fits really tight around the neck. You are able to trim them. If you look on the inside, you'll see some ridge lines on here. So you can trim those down to fit if you find that gasket just is a little bit too tight. I do recommend just trying to get over the fact, every time, you know, if I put a new suit on or a new dry top, that neck gasket does feel incredibly tight, but it does loosen up in time and feels a little bit more bearable or comfortable. So if you can get over that initial feeling of extreme tightness, I'd say try and go with it and stretch it out a little bit. You can stretch it over, say, like a coffee can or something like that, to try and get some of that newness out of it, to stretch it out a little bit. Gaskets are designed to be fully replaceable. They do have a lifespan on them. Gaskets are not covered under warranty either, so be really careful with them when you're pulling them on over your head, and not to tear them, because they will not be covered under warranty. But they are designed to be replaced, and there's videos online on how to replace gaskets. Inside, under this flap here, is where we'll find our main zipper to get the suit on. You can see here we've got a really heavy-duty YKK waterproof zipper. So when this guy is completely closed, you'll notice on the seal down in here, where it actually closes up, it's like a bit of a garage, and this is a completely waterproof seal here. So you do want to make sure that you've got that zipper enclosed properly to really lock out any chance of water leaking in there. Very easy to forget to kind of get that in that last little notch, and all of a sudden you go for a swim, you feel a bit of water creep in there. You know you haven't done your zipper up properly. We've got a couple of arm pockets on each side. Nice little feature. You know, you can tuck anything you want to keep close at hand in there. They're not huge, but you know, you could throw maybe a small compass or your keys or whatever you want to have close at hand on you. It's not a waterproof pocket, but it's going to be water resistant. So it'll keep the rain out of there, but if you go for a swim, chances are you're going to get a bit of water coming into that pocket and getting anything inside of there that's wet. Again, we've got more reflective detail on the sleeves here. Down here on our sleeve, again, latex gaskets around the wrist. These are gonna fit really tight as well, preventing any water from coming up and inside of the suit. We have an adjustable Velcro cuff on the outside here to cinch that down. Ideally, you're gonna want this cuff here protecting the latex, so covering that latex gasket just to prevent any risk of damage or catching it on anything. This little cuff here does have a couple of drain holes on the inside there, so any water that comes in will just drain out through those holes as well as out through the arm sleeve there. So inside the suit here, we have a option to install the suspenders. They are included with the suit. And what they're gonna do is basically you can pull the top portion of the suit off, have the suspenders to help hold it up. And also when you're just fitting the suit, that those suspenders are gonna kind of help hold everything up in place in combination with the tunnel and the waistband, and we'll show you those in a second. Having a close inspection of, the way that these suits are constructed, you can really see that the quality that goes into them. All the seams are taped really, really smoothly. All the stitching's hidden. The seam tape here, it's top quality for sure, which you expect to see in a Gore-Tex suit of this price tag and quality. Moving a little further down here around the waistband, we have what we would call a double tunnel. Not all dry suits are going to have this, but if you're kayaking, having a double tunnel I think is a really important feature. And what the double tunnel is once you've got that dry suit on, your skirt is going to come up and go in between the suit and the outside of this double tunnel. From here, you can take these Velcro closures and cinch that part down to really lock out any water from coming in over top of the skirt and getting into your boat. It's going to work really well with a neoprene skirt or a nylon skirt, depending on what your choice is. Just underneath of this double tunnel, we have an elastic drawstring for around the waist. Again, we can cinch this down over top of the hips, and it's got a little kind of buckle clip here to help hold that elastic in place. And again, it's just going to help hold the suit up and prevent it from riding down into an uncomfortable position, keeping the pants where they're supposed to be, as opposed to just relying on the waistband, because we're not always going to be wearing that waistband tight. If we get to camp, peel that skirt off, might have this on, but we might leave the suit on just for warmth or if it's raining, that type of thing. So having this guy on here is going to help keep those pants up. Right here, another really important feature is the relief zipper. Now this is a men's suit, so the relief zipper is obviously on the front. There is a women's version of this suit as well that has what we would call a drop seat. So on the back side of the suit, we would have a zipper that goes around here. Coming down the pants, we've got a pocket zip here on the thigh. Again, another handy place. This one's not waterproof, but we do have a couple of drain holes on here, again, to drain any water that comes inside. So don't store anything here that can't get wet, but it's nice to have that convenience of having that pocket right there that's easily accessible. We have some articulated knees, so you can see where they've got the stitching in here, so it really makes the suit kind of function and form really well to the body by having the way that they stitch these knees into the suits. And as we get down to the bottom here of the suit, we've got our ankle cuffs, and we've got our waterproof sock. So again, this is a Gore-Tex Pro sock, so fully waterproof. You want to be really careful with these guys, so make sure you're wearing quality footwear over top of them. So this has been a look at the Kokatat Odyssey Drysuit. Awesome suit if you're out touring or you're out on open water, by having those extra functions, really designed with the touring or sea kayaker in mind. For more information, have a look at the website, frontenacoutfitters.com. We can custom order these suits if you're looking for some dimensional changes, color changes, any of that stuff. Best to get a hold of us and we can let you know how that program works. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.